When push comes to shove, you got to be able to check yourself. You got to be able to do a self audit on yourself. And usually for me, that looks like taking accountability for the things that have been taking place. Okay, you snoozed your alarm a few times and you didn't wake up on time, so you decided not to do any productive work. And you said you'll kind of hold off until tomorrow. Oh, you didn't hit the gym today because you had a bad moment earlier in the day and you let that get the best of you and you decided, you know what, I'm not going to do anything. Oh, you stepped away from working on your business because you're kind of just stuck on doom scrolling and you wasted hours, but you decided not to put hours into the things that could possibly change your life. Hey, bro, check it out. I'm human just like you. I live in the same world as you, and I deal with the same things. I have had my fair share of bad days, bad weeks, bad months, and those days are never going to stop. I feel like it's all about how you react and how you're able to adapt to these things. I mean, at what point are you going to say enough is enough? I feel like building systems around the life you want to live and the goals that you're looking to accomplish are far more beneficial to you than having just routines that end up feeling like chores, or at least in my perspective. And the reason being is because when you have your non-negotiables that you have to get done, no matter what's going on, whatever, no matter what type of noise is going on in the real world, you got to get these things done. I've been caught up before in planning my days out and having routines, and they ended up becoming feeling like chores. And when one thing doesn't go as planned, as your to-do list at the time that you wanted to have it done, you end up not doing that thing. Like, for example, say I wanted to get up at 5 o'clock, be at the gym by 6, and if that day I ended up waking a little bit later, closer to 6 o'clock, I would push off the gym, and be like, you know what, I'm not going to go to the gym today. But in reality, I could have really just shifted my schedule and adjusted and adapted to what was going on and still get that non-negotiable in at another part of the day. But the only way I was able to create these systems were I had to have that conversation with myself. I had to analyze what was going on, how I was feeling, and be like, hey, you know what? These things that you're doing right now, they aren't working. You're feeling frustrated. You're not treating yourself correctly, and also you're not showing others love, and it shows. You have to adjust day by day. My old self was just really living for the weekend, really. Going to work claiming that I worked hard, and after work I was too tired, so I wasn't going to put any time or effort into my business. I'll kind of just loaf around, hang out, smoke, just waste time, doom scroll, whatever it may be. Okay, I worked hard this week, so you know what? I need a drink. And I would be spending money that I really didn't have into a moment that I felt like would last forever. But in reality, it was just a moment for me to kind of, lose myself and erase all the other things that I would be dealing with at the end of the day. Not really being proud of the person who I see in the mirror. When you hit rock bottom, there's no other way than up. Stop letting people or things influence you that don't matter, won't matter in the next few years to come, and you let them get in your head. You let them discourage you on the goals that you have set out and the vision that you see yourself. You have to understand that not everyone is going to see your vision or even understand it, but they don't have to. You are the main character in your life. Changing the people that you hang around, changing the people that you discuss your goals and dreams with only people that are doing the same thing or successful in the field that they're in, it'll encourage you, bro. It'll encourage you to push, hold you accountable. And that's some of the things that I like, really, is just having someone to talk to and hold myself accountable for the things that I want to get done. People that check in on me and be like, hey, bro, did you get that thing done like you said you're going to do it? What's up? How's this week going? Are you looking? But all in all, at the end of the day, you're there 24/7 with yourself. You're there, not everyone else.